I have not beaten Super Mario until today.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street.
You bastard! You bastard!
So, before I tell you anything about it, let me tell you a story about my childhood and how I stumbled upon the magical world of Super Mario. You see, unlike most people, I was lucky enough to grow up in a tiny village engulfed in poverty, where a gaming console was rarer than the unicorn riding a unicycle, and owning a gaming console was as far-fetched as finding a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. But fate had a funny way of bringing surprises when you least expect them. It was a chilly winter's night on a Christmas Eve when my relatives decided to visit us for a vacation, and they brought along their son, who was one of the legendary console wielder. As soon as he entered the house, he couldn't resist flaunting his prized possession. With sparkle in his eyes and smirk on his face, he unpacked his console and connected to the only luxury our family owned, a black and white TV. My 6-year-old eye widened with wonder and excitement. I gazed at the console as if it were a magical portal to another world. When my cousin inserted the game cartridge and turned on the console, the TV flickered to life, emitting only shades of grey that matched my existence until that moment. The first game to grace my eyes was Circus Charlie, and let me tell you, I was hooked faster than a fish on a fishing line. For 3 hours straight, I became an acrobat, juggling virtual balls like a circus prodigy. It was a sight to behold. But then, like a plot twist in a cheesy Korean drama, we switched to Super Mario, and my tiny heart couldn't contain the excitement. I was about to embark on an adventure that would shape my childhood forever. The night turned into a frenzy of jumping mushrooms, stomping on Goombas, and collecting shiny gold coins. We played throughout the night, laughing and cheering at every victory. Fast forward to present, I still haven't beaten that game, so I'm finally going to fulfill my childhood responsibility. That Christmas Eve mission has been haunting me for years like an unfinished business with Santa himself. But fear not, for I shall conquer it once and for all. For that, I'm gonna be needing a console. Luckily, I had a friend who owned a knockoff Nintendo. It wasn't the real deal, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, right? When I turned on that console, nostalgia hit me like a ton of bricks. The sound of blowing into cartridges and desperately licking them to make them work. The good old days. But the reality sank in. The controllers were but I had a mission to accomplish. Oh boy, did I have challenges. I mean, I couldn't even get Mario to jump properly without feeling like he had an allergic reaction to mushrooms. It was like watching a drunk plumber stumble through the mushroom kingdom. But after a week of playing this legendary game, jumping around like a kangaroo on steroids, searching every nook and cranny for that elusive princess, battling countless enemies, and racing against time, I can proudly say that I have finally beaten the game. The victory felt so good that I might call myself the king of Koopas. It was amazing. I felt like I could conquer anything now. World peace? Piece of cake. Climbing Mount Everest? Easy peasy. Solving Rubik's Cube? Okay, maybe not that one, but hey, I accomplished my childhood gaming mission.